Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys something that I have not shown yet because I started collecting back in February of 2025. And the reason why is because me and my girlfriend, we went and saw Brave New World Captain America, and then she kind of like surprised me with a figure that they were selling at the movie theater, and then that kind of just spiraled down. I loved action figures as a kid, and then once I had that, I was just like, I need more and more and more, and now I have a whole room full. So I'm going to show you guys all those. Let's go ahead and hop into the video. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started over here, kind of like in the DC section. I kind of have things kind of scattered all over the place. It's kind of hard to see, but we have a Black Adam, a Batman. We have this Mafex Superman, which is pretty new. He's pretty new. We have some random stuff over here. We got a Charizard, some random Hulk figures, another Charizard right there. Oh, we got this back here, a little 2-pack. I haven't bought any McFarlane in a while, mainly because I bought these early on when I started collecting. This is kind of like a Justice League. A little bit, I know, it's missing a lot. It's a lot of randomness, and honestly, a lot in this collection. Honestly, a lot in this collection is going to be a little bit random. Things are going to be in random spots on random teams, mainly because I'm going off of like what I have. And again, sorry about the glare on these. So yeah, I'm honestly kind of considering archiving some of these figures, so that's another reason why I'm making this video. It's kind of like a Bat family going on right here. And then here's some stuff that I have on the wall. I really like these two figures, so I kind of just have them up there. My girlfriend got me that a long time ago, so I just kind of kept that there. I like that a lot. It's a lot of fun. Here's some figures that I have. There's not necessarily any reason why these are really here. Oh, you can kind of see down there that I have those ones there too. Yeah, no real reason why any of these are up here other than those two up there, because I really like them. I just don't really have anywhere to put these at the moment, so that's where they're at, and I kind of like the way it looks over there. We have some more random figures. Recently got this online on Target because it was at regular price and it was going for a lot online. Recently got that Magneto. Hulk is like my favorite character, so I'm trying to get as many as I can so I can eventually have like a Hulk shelf. Magneto is probably one of my like favorite villains, so I had to get this Mafex one. I didn't feel like waiting for a Marvel Legends one any longer, and actually there was like one randomly left at Big Bad Toy Store, and I bought it, so it was just regular price also. That Captain America, this one right here, is the first one that I actually got that my girlfriend surprised me with. I saw it when we were standing in line at the concession stand. I was like, well, I'd love to have that. It looks cool. And but I was like, nah, I shouldn't do it because I knew what would happen. And then she surprised me with it. And I was like, all right, here we go. Recently got that Archangel, the Doctor Strange I've had for a while. Doctor Strange I really like. I just want to keep him in there for now. Again, there's not an extreme reason why I have a lot in boxes. It's just I don't know where to put them, or I don't feel like, messing around with them right now. All right, so we're going to go actually down here to this little shelf. We got some random stuff down there, just like little accessories. So this right here is kind of like just random, you could see like Iron Man type stuff. I need to put that blockies together at some point. We got some random Black Panther stuff over there on the right, and then really just Iron Man in the middle. Hulk Buster right back there. That thing is pretty cool. I like what I did right here. This is kind of like a kit bash. Like this head came with this figure, and then this was like the Goliath body, and it kind of looks like, this suit would be underneath that. So I liked that a lot. And then this is like the Daredevil body from No Way Home, I believe. Yeah, and I just took the head from that came with this, and then I put it on there with like the blaster from him. I think it looks pretty cool. So that's that shelf for now. This is more of like a kind of like a Thunderbolts slash like anti-hero slash like Defenders, Street Heroes, Midnight Suns type of shelf right here. What do we got? We got like the 2-pack back there. We got a Moon Knight. I did order the new one from Marvel Rivals. I'm excited for that. Got the Deadpool, Nick Fury, the newer one right there of the Blade. I hope they come out with a Blade Knight, or was it? Yeah, Blade Knight from the Zombies. Oh, that character was so cool. I want that so bad. This is kind of like a stand-in Elektra, and this is like a stand-in Shang-Chi. These are like both what are those things called? I can't think of the name. GI Joes. They're GI Joes, but they work for Shang-Chi and Elektra, so they're there. This is also a GI Joe, but she's kind of like a stand-in for like a Black Widow. We have a I can't think of her name either. Yolanda is her sister, Black Widow's sister. I can't think of her name. Damian Hellstrom up there. We got the Ghost Rider back there. Obviously, a couple Hulks on there. Agent Venom right there. I kind of have this little Azrael Batman head right here. Like it's like on a stake. A Killmonger. I thought it was cool, and I mean, it kind of looks like a Black Panther helmet also. So, yeah, I like this. Oh yeah, you got a little bats up there too. And then going on to the shelf. So this shelf is kind of more like a new Avengers over here slash like young Avengers, and it's kind of like my take based on the figures that I have. Again, a lot of these are like MCU comic, animated, all mixed together. It doesn't bother me too much. There are some figures, as I upgrade, I'll switch figures around, but I kind of like where everything is at right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything that stands out on this that really I want to talk about. Not necessarily. I'll just kind of pan through it a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of like the Young Avengers slash like New Avengers. I really like that 2-pack back there, and then just some random Avengers to kind of. Oh, she's kind of part of this too, right here, as like a Wasp. Yeah, I like this shelf a lot. We even got a little Wolverine here, of course, and then this is more like the regular Avengers right here. And there's two things that really stand out, and that's these two right here. I want a Captain Marvel, more like comic book version, not a Warbird like down there, but more comic book. And there's no really good figures of that I've seen, so that's why she's there. And then Hawkeye right here. Don't love that figure on this shelf either, but the only other figure is like the one that comes in the 2-pack. Or it's not even a 2-pack. It comes with like the cycle, and it's like stupid expensive, like $80, and like I could buy it, but like it's not really worth it for a Hawkeye figure. I'll just wait for it to come out single. So this is kind of my shelf right here. We do have Hulk back here still in his box. We have like a little Ant-Man back there too, Giant Man in front of that. This is also obviously like more of an MCU Scarlet Witch, but I actually like that figure a lot. It doesn't bother me at all. So I did order the new Thor. So that'll be coming whenever that comes out, the Maximum Series one. So it looks pretty good. The head sculpts are a little bit weird, but like the yelling head sculpt is pretty nice. And then that Thor will probably be like more of like an old man Thor. Spider-Man, we have Vision and Falcon back there. Doctor Strange from the 2-pack with Wong. And then I really like this Gamerverse Wolverine. I think it really makes like the yellow kind of pops on the shelf. So that's kind of why I have them there. So that is my Avengers, and we are going to head over to some more shelves. All right, so we'll stick with Marvel. We have the X-Men up there. We have some X-Men on cards up there. And we do have the Sentinel from X-Men 97. Probably the most expensive figure that I have. We have some of these smaller ones back here that I do really like. This is just some random kind of villains, but I still have a long way to go in terms of like collecting, especially X-Men stuff. But this Juggernaut's super cool. I really like that Phoenix. And then this is kind of like a X-Men shelf down here. I know it's a lot of random teams and suits. Again, to me, I don't care too much. Obviously, as I get more, things will change up a lot. But that's kind of a start right there. Oh, almost went past this. This is like the kind of Venom, Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, and villains and stuff like that right here. Really, I can't wait to open that guy up sooner or later. I can't wait to open up that. There's a ton of figures that I can't wait to open. I just, I'm trying to use as much, what's the word? Restriction as I can for as long as I can, just because it just, once you open them, it gets so much harder to move them around. I do have these two figures down here. Rhino, right there. Sorry, so much glare. This literally just came in today. So, have not got to figure out what I want to do with that. This is just some random figures down here. Kind of Marvels on the right, Inhumans in the middle. Some random this is like a Kit Bash Loki. There's not really any Lokis that I overly like right now, so I'm just waiting for a good one to come out. And we're just gonna move right over here to this shelf quickly. These are GI Joes I have. I've really only bought these when they're on sale, like really on sale or super cheap I'm not like paying full price for these, so that's why I have them. They're kind of cool. Oh, here's kind of like a villains shelf right here. Maybe a bit closer so you can see. That's a Dormammu head from the 2-pack of Wong and Doctor Strange. I put it on an Azrael body of Batman just because I didn't really like that figure. So I'm like, let me just put that on there. And it works. It does the job. There is the box for the 97 Sentinel and big Ravens fan, Lamar Jackson, right there. So this is the villain shelf, kind of like just a start to a villain shelf. And this shelf right here is kind of like the Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, and another Doom up there, Galactus, and then like the Fantastic Four from the MCU that just came out. We got some random villains right here. I did get a cloth for him. I need to change that the cloth on the head at some point, but it's fine. There's some random villains and stuff hanging out right there. I do really like just the way that looks with all those in the box too, so it's kind of why I've kept that there. And then we're gonna go down here to this. So Dragon Stars, yeah. Bought these pretty early on. If I could go back, I wouldn't re-buy them. Some random boxes down there. I wouldn't re-buy them, but they're fine. They're fine for some certain characters like Nappa and the first form of regular form of Brawly. Like the things that I don't necessarily need to buy in Figuarts. So they get the job done. And if I ever want like fodder, if I'm ever, creating like a diorama and I need like a cell that's getting beat up by somebody, or a Jiren or something like that that's getting, I don't know, getting beat up by somebody, I can just kind of toss them in there. I'm not worried about if, they don't look the best. Up here, some more random kind of stuff going on. Witcher over there, some Star Wars, Link, Sonic, Knuckles, these two fingers, which are amazing. These two Street Fighter figures, these are great. The Storm Arena ones. It's Arena, right? Yeah, Storm Arena. These are some McFarlane, and then this is my favorite Ninja Turtle, and he was like super on sale. I haven't really dived into getting Ninja Turtles too much, but he Ryu, whatever you want to call him, came with 2 left feet. That's the only issue with that one. But you know what? I just kept it because it's something unique. So I kept it. And to the final shelf right here, and sorry for the glare again, is the kind of Figuarts anime shelf. So we have some Dragon Ball Z going on over here. This is kind of just like the start. There's so much Dragon Ball Z. It's an insane amount. Kind of like the start to the One Piece line, which I just started watching One Piece a couple of years ago. I'm pretty much caught up with all the dub. We have the Todoroki right here, one of my favorite characters in My Hero. Love My Hero. All Might is probably my favorite character in My Hero for sure. Really like Endeavor a lot. So this is obviously I just got this in maybe like last week, and then this I got pretty early on. Again, it's like anime heroes. It's the only anime heroes that I have. I got it pretty early on just because I love All Might, and I did pre-order the Figuarts All Might, the regular one. But that's gonna take a while. Hopefully they come out with an Endeavor 2 because that would be amazing. And I need to continue getting more One Piece figures too. But I think I have Chopper actually pre-ordered, and the Usopp. I'm gonna wait for like the cheaper one to come out just because I don't really like Usopp that much. So I really just want him just to have him, not really to pay a lot of money for him. So that is pretty much the collection. I do have a few figures that are kind of like archived that I have put away that are like mainly McFarlane type stuff that I don't even really want out. Oh, I do have this random gargoyle right here. I guess I could show it. Why not? Sorry if I came down a little bit too quickly. If you can even see that in there, you kind of can. Not the best, but yeah, he's pretty cool. I just kind of kept him in there because he's fairly large, as you can like see, like him next to these. He's fairly large, so I don't know where I would put him at the moment. But he's cool. I did watch that show as a kid, so that's cool to have. So that is my current collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what figures you guys want to see me open. I'm not sure what I want to do, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm having some more pre-ordered, but we'll see. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.